The way you take certain things, pain, hurt, deception, whatever type of insert here type of thing, you don't have to be in that exact position in order to understand what it feels like. Assalamu alaikum. Peace is Nyla, Coach Nyla.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace. It's Fatimah, Coach Fatimah.
And we're co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships.
Yes.
And co-authors of Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And this video is actually going to be pretty much like a response to a question that we've gotten. Right. And we do welcome your questions. So make sure you guys send them and put them in the comments below if you want to, do it anonymously. You can send them to our support at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com email address as well. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, y'all. Real quick for clarity, for those of you that are new, I'm Coach Fatimah, of course. So I'm the initial wife, and my awesome co-wife, Coach Nyla, is a subsequent wife, because we know some of you all are new. We're just showing you all where we fall in on the timeline, because people will go, which one is the initial? Which one is the subsequent wife? But in this video, as my co-wife was saying, we want to address a really, really great question, really powerful question, and we're about to come with a powerful answer. So that is, when is the best time to reach out to your co-wife? We had our story, but that's a great question.
It really is. And we have some follow-up questions to it as well.
Yeah.
So that's not the only thing. Is what is it? It's like, when is the best time?
Yes. Yes.
How do you start it off? What questions do you ask? And what's the other one? It was like, what topics do you avoid?
Yeah. We
talked about that in a number of videos, but we do want to answer it and kind of give an update in this video here. So yeah. The thing is, there's no cookie cutter way. It's not actually, a cookie cutter answer for that. The thing is still what we said before, and we'll say it again, is just making it known that you want to reach out. I don't think that's one of the things is you would never really quite gauge, when is the perfect time, but at least just being open enough and saying, hey, I would like to meet you. I would like to, get to know you. You get to know me. And whenever you want to do that, hey, hit me up type of thing.
Yeah, and it's good to insert in there when you do that. Let somebody know it's okay if you're not ready to, because everybody's not ready on the time in which you are. I wasn't, but it was like I had so much more I needed to learn. So I'm like, I need to learn more. I need to learn more about me. And I just think it's important to say, okay, I'm not ready yet, but I'm open. So if you're open, say you're open, because people don't know if you are or not. See, you know each other as co-wives, but it's great to get to know each other outside of that role, and that's what we did. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I got the memo that we're married to the same man. However, I don't know anything else other than I knew my co-wife was from a large family. I was like, dang. Yeah.
And that's not counting cousins and stuff that came around, but yeah.
Yeah, so there's like an extension of that core family. And then I'm like, okay, what is she like as a sister, as a daughter, as an aunt? Because I'm an aunt, but mine were all really small people. So, those things were more interesting to me, because I kind of felt like the wife part didn't have nothing to do with me. So I didn't need a ton of information. And it's okay not to know everything, that doesn't concern you.
True. That's the thing what we're saying as far as, kind of like topics, especially when you first meeting, topics to kind of like steer clear of. Because the main thing is getting to know each other as people.
Yes.
And as my co-wife said, it's giving them that time. Like I didn't push myself, on her. I just let it be known that, hey, I want to get to know you a little bit more than I do or than I did.
Right.
And because those who don't really know our story, we actually didn't know each other prior to polygyny, and we have videos on that. And those who haven't seen it and haven't, gotten to it yet, we probably do an update on that too.
Right.
So, just to pretty much so you guys don't have to sort through a lot of the different videos, because we did do some things in the past that discussed that. However, you still give, it's still new. You have different newities. Y'all making up words. Where I tend to do
newisms.
And when you are raised by Southerners, you tend to make up words. Y'all know my grandmother, y'all know. So, but it's giving people their space.
Yeah.
But also letting it be known that you do want to reach out, and don't take it personal if they're not ready. Yeah. Everybody has their own time. Sometimes we take it personal if a person doesn't want to meet us on our terms, on our time, and things like that. And it's true. More than us in the relationship. I mean, it's more than us that's trying to establish a relationship. So it can't just only be our way or no way.
Yeah, and I think too, especially being an initial wife, letting your co-wife know that the questions she has to ask you about you are important, just like the ones that you have to ask about her. It's not this, well, you get to interview me and see what it's like to be in this family, and I'm in control and I'm trying to control you, because people can control you with their niceness or with their meanness, or the people that I like most, or not at all.
He's my husband.
He's my husband.
He was my husband first.
Well, he's mine now.
He's both our husbands.
He is, you're right.
Okay, so I know you guys think that this is what polygyny is supposed to look like between co-wives. And we're here to let you know that that's not what it is.
What it is. And that's not how it works.
We're going to go and talk to these women about what it's really supposed to be.
Okay, guys.
So I'm Coach Nyla.
And I'm Coach Fatimah.
And we are co-wives, and we're married to that man, Coach Nazir, that just left out of here.
Yes.
So, yes. And the way you've seen it, usually that's what people think polygyny is, and how co-wives should behave and react when they're married to the same man.
But is that the best way? Is that the most effective way? No, not if you want long-term success in polygyny.
And we created a wonderful roadmap to help you through polygamy with different requisites as well as
vulnerability, value. We discuss value, placing value on your marriage, how to be vulnerable within your marriage, because it's actually a superpower. We speak about that in our polygamy roadmap. We also discuss vision. What is your long-term vision, again, for success in polygyny? And ultimately, victory.
Victory. How to win as a family.
Yes.
How to win with your co-wife.
Yes.
How to win overall in your marriage in polygamy. So yes, make sure you get the polygamy roadmap today at polygamyroadmap.com. Because you don't want your relationship, your marriage, your family to look like the beginning of this video.
Right, because that's not the best practices for best results, guys.
So make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Click the link, get the roadmap. We'll see you then. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.
But I've seen co-wives enter into a conversation, and I've gotten on this particular one, and I'm like, okay, you two want to talk to each other. And it's funny because the initial wife and the subsequent wife told me how that went, and their accounts were much different than the other. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounded cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Because I asked the initial wife, well, how did it go? I'm so proud of you. And she's like, oh, it was great. It was woo, it was la. And then the subsequent wife found me, because I kind of was like, I don't really want to know what happened. And she was like, oh, she just gave me these machine gun questions and didn't let me answer. And then I'm like, see, girl. I'm like, you know what? That wasn't effective. It was a fail, because you want to ask me a bunch of questions and not let me give you my account of how my life and my experience of polygyny is. So there's no wrong answers when you're asking me my experience, not my psychosis, my experience.
I like that you said that, because I didn't think about that until you just said it, about giving me that opportunity to say my piece, my story, because sometimes we do come into it with our own ideas of what we think it is and what we think, you know, they are about and everything like that, and use that to kind of cloud our judgment and also cloud our opportunity to actually really genuinely, sincerely getting to know someone.
Yeah, because you're fabricating their truth. And I don't want to manufacture Coach Nyla's truth. And the worst thing I could ever do is ask Coach Nazir about Coach Nyla. There are questions that I had for her that only she could answer. Okay, that's how we got screwed up in the first place, because I was asking the wrong person the wrong thing. Because he's giving his account as husband. It's almost like you can't help it sometimes, because you're in the middle, but we're not in the middle. We're on this side and he's in the middle and she has her side. So I'm like, what am I asking him stuff that's designed for her again? Because it did not work. And I'm like, oh, I found as an initial wife, I felt better because I was asking the right person the right question. See, and she had her answer, and I'm like, oh no, this makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of that get it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, it's totally that. It's 100% that.
And I love that, because you say in a lot of videos that you do that it's you know, the person that could tell their story is the person whose story it is,
who's living it.
That's the best person to tell their story. So it's interesting. This goes out to those who's watching, who, you know, are sometimes, you know, on the keyboard as keyboard gangsters and bullies and everything like that, because sometimes you guys
they're shaking the table.
Yeah. The thing is, you come care. Right, because you come for people, and whether it's me, whether it's my cohort, whether it's our family in general, because of your own ideas, not because you want to get to know the person. So that's not even, you know, this is a great question, not only to talk to wives about, but also a conversation to have to those who are watching our stuff and tend to think they have it all figured out, and tend to have our family and each one of us figured out.
Right.
The thing is that we love what we do at OPR, even though it can be challenging, because we, you know, they say don't read the comments. Like, if you want to do great videos or you want to just be immersed in your content, don't read the comments. But that doesn't work for us, because we are coaches and our story is just pretty much this base plate of what we are using to help others. So the thing is, we do put ourselves out there, and we are putting ourselves out there in a genuine fashion for those who we are helping to actually seriously get to know us as well. So the things that we are saying, as far as, you know, taking the time for people to get to know you, giving them their time, giving them their space, for that to happen, so they genuinely know that, you know what, this is not just a fleeting thing. Right. This is the same thing that we do, you know, with our videos and with OPR. This is not fake and phony that you see. Right. You know, but the thing is that in the same sense as a co-wife trying to reach out to another co-wife, still understand that this other person still needs time as well. But that doesn't mean to say that you take every and any type of garbage that they will throw at you, if that's what they're on. So you still have to be firm in your boundaries, you know, firm in what you want to accomplish. Give them their space, but say, hey, you know, I can understand. And I know people will sit there and say, well, you can't understand this because you're not in a first wife position, or you can, honey, pain is pain. You know, the way you take certain things, pain, hurt, deception, whatever type of insert here type of thing, you don't have to be in that exact position in order to understand what it feels like, in order to know what it feels like. Just like people ask me, well, how would you feel if it was this, that, and the other? I don't have the same feelings that way, you know, but that doesn't stop me from understanding why my co-wife will feel a certain way. But I have to know that she felt that way.